This year alone, major American cities have experienced a spike in crime such as homicide, assault, and robbery. 50% of women report feeling uncomfortable walking on the street at night, and some U.S. cities have violent crime rates that are more than double the nationwide peak reported in 1991. As children of Pakistani and Indian immigrants, our team knew that this was a global problem. Many areas of nations such as Pakistan and India suffer from street crime and a lack of police involvement. These are the factors that inspired SafeStreet, a collaborative navigation app for citygoers hoping to stay safe throughout their daily walk. The app's built-in report system enables users to report streets with suspicious activities so that other pedestrians know which turns to avoid in real time. Our target audience for the app are walkers in cities and urban areas. The login page utilizes the Firebase extension along with a Google real-time database, allowing users to sign up or log in to the SafeStreet app. An error message is displayed if the username or password is entered incorrectly. This helps with user security. The app is organized into 6 main tabs: the Report, Marker, Emergency Call, Emergency Alarm, Crime Tip, and Helpful Links tab. The Report tab allows the user to see their coordinates that can then be reported with the Report My Location button. This button produces a pop-up through which the user can email their preloaded coordinates to the developers. The Personal Marker tab allows the user to enter their latitude and longitude in order to pin a location for future notice. Through multiple reports of an area, a global marker will be placed which alerts all app users that a specific location is dangerous. These markers are added based on data from both crime tips and location reporting in the Report tab.
The Emergency Call tab saves a user-inputted phone number as an emergency contact. A button can simply be pressed after a number is saved to automatically call the contact through the phone's native calling app. This can be useful for calling 911 directly or a trusted relative in the case of an emergency. The Emergency Alarm tab allows users to produce a loud alarm to alert nearby pedestrians in case they are in danger and unable to cry for help. The user has an option to play, pause, resume, and stop the alarm.
The Crime Tip tab intends to serve as a means to report actual crime. Details are written by the user and sent through the app to the developers for filtering. These are then forwarded to the respective authorities of the area. These details can also help form a global marker that alerts all app users of a specific area with comments provided by users.
Finally, the Links tab contains multiple useful links that can help increase pedestrian safety. These links include a YouTube video which outlines tips for walking alone at night, 2 articles on street safety, a crime heat map based on location, and a helpline petition users can sign for those who walk alone at night. We used MIT App Inventor to develop this app. The first screen that is displayed is a splash screen, which utilizes a clock to show the SafeStreet logo before disappearing. The next screen is the login page that uses a Firebase extension which saves the user's username and password in a database. After successfully logging in, the user is directed to the first page, which serves as the home page and Report tab. Location sensors are used for locating the user on the map, and an activity starter with a combination of the sharing feature is used so the user can report their preloaded coordinates. Next is the Markers tab, which has similar features as the Report My Location tab. It has an activity starter and a location sensor. The Emergency Phone Call tab uses an activity starter, phone call feature, and a tiny database which is built into MIT App Inventor. This allows the user to save a phone number until changed by the user. Moving on to the Emergency Alarm tab, this tab uses an activity starter and the built-in sound feature for the alarm to function properly. The Crime Tip tab utilizes view and mail commands in the code so the user can submit their tips through email. Last but not least, the Helpful Links tab uses view commands in the code which allows users to access the links properly. So what are we going to do after our app is fully developed? Our first step would be to integrate our app into the real world. We plan to contact the Mayor of Hagerstown to see if we're allowed to test the app in the community and talk with law enforcement about the best way of sending emergency info to them. Also, we plan to closely work with local nonprofit organizations that deal with street safety. Our revenue plan and marketing plan consists of a few steps. We plan to use a crowdfunding website such as GoFundMe and reach out to government agencies to allocate funds. Another potential way of acquiring funds would be to collaborate with brands. Once our app gains enough popularity, we will switch to a premium business model. After we have enough funds, we will start to put ads for our application on various platforms related to street safety. Our Year 5 projection plan displays that there should be an exponential increase until a huge spike followed by a more stable amount of downloads. This is because the app is not needed by everyone, making the audience limited. Our first year, we should have mostly local area downloads until the app can get more polished. The second year, we should be able to get some global downloads to increase sales. By the time the third year rolls around, we should be able to get double the amount of downloads compared to the previous year. The fourth year is projected to be a huge spike in downloads because the app will be popular, talked about, and globally used. The fifth year, the app will most likely slow down in downloads but still stay consistent.